Okay, so we're going to be fighting Lady Deathwhisper, and so we need a deck that is going to primarily heal the dragon that's going to allow us to do the most damage. So in order to do that, I focused on healing spells and minions that can also heal in a couple of different ways. So my healing spells include Circle of Healing. That one heals all minions for 4, which is just enough for me to heal my dragon to full so it can attack. And then Binding Heal, which heals me for 5 and a minion for 5, which is great because you are still going to be taking damage throughout the fight, so it's good to be able to heal yourself a little bit too. And then there's also going to be the Greater Healing Potion, which heals for 12. And so I can either use that on myself or I can use it on the dragon. I'll probably be using it on the dragon, but we'll see. I could also use it on myself if things are looking kind of dire and I need to keep myself alive. So for the healing characters that I'm going to be using, it'll be the Hozen Healer, which is going to heal a minion to full, and the Darkshire Alchemist, which restores 5 health, either to a minion or a hero. It doesn't matter, it's just whatever I need at the time. And also the Lightwell. The Lightwell, it's kind of a crapshoot because you don't know who it's going to heal, but you know it's going to heal for 3, and I can use my hero power to heal for 2. So if it winds up healing the dragon and I can heal the dragon, then I can use my mana for whatever else I might need to that turn. So another thing that I'll have to deal with is Lady Deathwhisper having taunt minions down. So I want to be able to get those out of the way anytime I've been able to heal my dragon to full and attack. So to handle taunt, you can either destroy the minion or silence it. So I have Silence in my deck, which costs 0 and is so clutch because you don't even need mana for it. You can use all your mana to heal your dragon and then silence a taunt minion to get it out of the way. I'll also have Shadow Word Pain, Death, and Horror. Shadow Word Pain takes care of enemies with attack 3 and under. Shadow Word Death takes care of minions with attack 5 and greater. And Shadow Word Horror takes care of everything with 2 attack or less. Just knocks it right off the board. It's a nice to have. So another way that I can get rid of taunt is with the Mass Dispel that also allows me to draw a card. So if I've got 4 mana available and maybe I have multiple taunt minions to fight against, then I'll use that and draw a card, which is always great. I also have a Dragonfire potion that does 5 damage to every minion that isn't a dragon. So that comes in handy if I just need to wipe everything and maybe they're one of those in-between cards that isn't going to get targeted by one of my Shadow Word whatever destruction cards. And then there's also Holy Fire, which deals 5 damage to something and then heals me for 5, which how can you turn that down? That's great. And it's gonna allow us to control the taunt a little bit more. It also doubles as a way to hit Lady Deathwhisper if she manages to pull that card that gives her 6 armor. Because right now we're focusing on attacking with the dragon 4 times, and then she'll be dead after that. But, you know, if she pulls out this armor card, we have to deal with that. So I have a minion that I also use for silencing, and that is the Ironbeak Owl. So if there's a taunt minion in the way, I can just throw down the owl, that'll give me another minion on the board, and the taunt will be out of the way. So back to what I was talking about where she has a card that'll give her 6 armor. And it does some other stuff too, but the key here is the 6 armor. So to take care of that, I have Mind Blast, which does 5 damage directly to the enemy, or I can go and use the Holy Fire. And of course, I have a couple of extra minions thrown onto the board here and there, but they're not as essential to the overall gameplay, so I won't list them here. You'll just see them as I'm playing. So that's my deck. That's the gist of it. That is what I have in my deck that is most important. So let's go fight Lady Deathwhisper. Her hero power, by the way, is taking every minion's health down to 1 every turn. And it costs her nothing to do it, so just count on it. Don't really focus on making a minion-heavy deck here. It's not going to help you very much. Focus on control and healing. All right, here we go. So right off the bat, we've got the Hozen Healer, amazing. Silence for taking care of taunt, or maybe silencing our dragon on our last round if we don't have a healing card. And Dragonfire Potion. So I switched out the silence because I wasn't really sure if I would need it right away. So we got a Shadow Word Pain instead. I think it'll still be great. I was hoping for a little more healing. One can wish. I always love the dialogue in these adventures. It's just really entertaining to me. I think that Blizzard in general does a great job with storytelling. It's what keeps bringing me back. So I can't do anything this turn. I'm gonna go back to Lady Deathwhisper. As expected, sends all health back to 1. Okay, great. I get a Binding Heal. So I am going to attack 30 down. It's looking great. The living are not so weak as you might think, Lady Deathwhisper. I'll show you. Okay, great. So I'm going to play my Hozen Healer, and I'm going to heal my dragon to full because there's no taunt down and I can just blast right through. So we've got this ghoul on the other side. Oh, that ghoul gets so nasty. We're going to have to take care of it. Oh, here it goes. Oh, yikes. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and restore 5 health to my dragon because even though I'm going to be cutting it close, I still think I can just blast right through with this. So she can do 14 damage to me next turn. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Worst case scenario is I have to use my Dragonfire Potion, and we'll see if it comes to that. So I could heal right now, but you know what? Just to show you, I'm going to silence the dragon, because you can also do that to get rid of the restriction on attacking or being attacked. So there we go, we did it. Not impossible, actually not so hard as long as you build out your deck with plenty of healing and a little bit of control. So awesome, let me know what you think. Try this deck out. Tell me if you had any success with it. Tell me if you came up with any tweaks, and let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe.